Hi everyone, John here from Bite Size Cruises. Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, we're a travel agency that puts together group curated guided tours and great adventures for all of our guests. So we do a lot of activities and things on the cruise ship, just trying to help people connect more, especially coming out of the pandemic, and enjoy trips. We do a lot of singles vacations, and our kind of theory on that is to travel alone but together. So branch out, meet some new people, and have some great adventures. So today I'm going to be talking a lot about the food and dining experiences on Royal Caribbean's Anthem of the Seas. I haven't been on a Royal Caribbean ship in a little bit. I've been on a lot of Norwegian cruises in the past few years, so I will do another video comparing and contrasting Royal versus Norwegian. But for now, I want to dig into all the food that I eat. I tried to go to every single food experience that I could. I may have missed a few. The ones that I missed, I'll let you know. So Brassenbach, which is, I believe it's called Brassenbach, which is the pub. It's in the middle of the Royal Esplanade. I did not eat there. It's an upcharge. Not that that's the reason why I didn't eat there, but it's an upcharge. And I had the ultimate dining package, which we'll talk about during this. And it's not included in the ultimate dining package. It's considered a bar, not a restaurant. So the food there is not part of the package, but that's not why I didn't eat there. I just didn't. So I kept forgetting to go there. So I'm going to go through day one. I got on the ship. I did purchase the key. I did a separate review of that. I'll link that below. But with the key, when you get on the ship, you get a complimentary lunch at the main dining room that's from Chop's Grill. That lunch was spectacular. So I had a shrimp cocktail, filet mignon, and chocolate cake. All of it was amazing. That was afternoon of day one. All really good there. So day one for dinner, I went to Wonderland. So I've seen a lot of videos online. Obviously, we're doing research all the time, talking to guests, and God knows we watch probably every YouTuber out there. We're watching their videos. As you can see, I have like Lalita Loca stuff behind me, and we watch Don and Life Well Cruised and Ben and David and Emma Cruises and all this. So we're constantly getting information. Griff and Alyssa, just going through all of them. So we watch all the big cruisers out there, and we're constantly looking at the different restaurants and different things. So I've seen a ton of videos and pictures from Wonderland. It looks amazing on Anthem of the Seas. It's not a huge space on Anthem of the Seas as it is on some of the Oasis class ships. It was dark and mysterious in there, but it was really, really interesting, and the food was really, really cool. So for appetizers, I had liquid lobster, which is on a little spoon, and we'll have pictures and videos here for you to look at. I had liquid truffle mushroom risotto, tomato water, avocado cones, hen in a bush, which is the 2 eggs here in the nest, shrimp, also wrapped in that pastry dough, a deconstructed caprese salad, salad that looked like a little garden on the plate, iced citrus tuna, and then for my main also, it's a ton of food. I was talking to somebody on the ship, and a couple went, and they said they left Wonderland. They were hungry an hour later. I have no idea how that's humanly possible. I was so full after I ate there. Again, I ate there by myself, but it was just a ridiculous amount of food. And then, so for main, I had the braised short ribs, which were incredible. And then dessert was the video here, which is the ice cream where they pour the hot caramel sauce on top and it breaks open. My videos are not as good as like Griff and Alyssa's or Trev and Chell's videos, but you know, you get the point. So all the food there I thought was amazing. I didn't have any issues. Everything was great for my day one. No complaints about food at all. Day two, I had breakfast in Icon, which is one of the main dining rooms on the ship. Breakfast was good. I had eggs Benedict. I will say the one weird thing was my English muffin for eggs Benedict was not toasted, which is just weird. But the food was good. I have no issues. I've never had an issue with main dining room breakfast. I tend to go to the main dining room for breakfast. I am not a huge buffet fan. Whether it's the Garden Buffet on Norwegian, if it's Windjammer on Royal Caribbean, I don't enjoy the buffet. And it's not the food that I don't like, and you'll see I ate at the buffet, and if you watched my Norwegian Escape video a months ago, I ate and we ate in the buffet a lot there. And it was because it was empty. So now with the crowds coming back, the buffet really just brings out the worst of humanity. So I try to avoid the buffet. On this ship, it was spring break, so it was a little bit more crowded. It was 3,200 people out of, I think, 4,900 that it holds. So it was a little crowded. I did eat there a little bit, but I tended to start avoiding it again because people are gross. So the food was good there. So for lunch, I went to the 270 Cafe. I heard everybody raving about the roast beef sandwich, right? They cut up the roast beef and they put it on the little rolls. It was fine. I mean, I don't, again, I think expectations sometimes are bad. So I went in there thinking this sandwich was going to be incredible. It's just a tiny little sandwich with roast beef on a roll. And it was just roast beef on a roll. It was fine. It was good. So I ate there. So 270 Cafe has a bunch of just grab and go options. So for breakfast, they have some things. For lunch, they have salads, wraps, like Jello, some desserts. I also had like a piece of pistachio pound cake there that was very good. There's also drink stations in there. They don't have a soda machine in there, but they do have everything else. And yeah, it's good. It's a nice place. I didn't eat there any other day on the ship. It is a nice place to grab something for lunch and then just sit in 270, which is the 270-degree views of the ship and outside there. So it's beautiful. It's a nice place. I did hang out there a little bit. It's a little noisy there when you're sailing because of the engine, but it was great. So dinner for day 2, I had Chops Grill. Obviously, this is Royal's most popular restaurant, and it really delivers. Very similarly to Cagney's Steakhouse on Norwegian. Food was great. I had a Caesar salad, shrimp cocktail, and a bone-in ribeye with cheese hush puppies or hash browns, whatever they are. Food was great. Service was great. It's the other thing I will say in this return to cruising. I had noticed probably before the pandemic, the last couple cruises I was on, for some of them a little bit service had slipped a little bit. Some of them it was great. Since I've been back on every cruise I've been on since the pandemic, which is a few now, service has been amazing. So no different here. My server in Chops was great. I forget his name. It's been a couple weeks now. My server in Wonderland was Ari, and he was awesome. So couldn't beat it. So day 3, I went to the Windjammer, and that's the buffet. And again, I don't know why I did it, but I did. Food was fine. I tend to stay away from like the eggs on the buffet because I tend to find them watery. You know, there's just like a big serving dish full of eggs, the scrambled eggs. So mass producing any food, it's not going to be the best. But I had bacon and sausage, and I had a waffle there, and I had an omelet on day 3 in the morning. It was really good. The food was good. I have no issues. The staff came around and got you stuff to drink. They don't let you serve yourself on Royal Caribbean, which I like, which kind of helps with the gross people at the buffet, but it was really good. For lunch, I went to the Doghouse, which is in the Seaplex on the Quantum ships. And I just had a bratwurst there, really good. They have all kinds of hot dogs, bratwurst. There is a soda machine up in the Seaplex area there. It was not working when I was up there, but it is there. And everything was great there. For dinner on day 3, I went to Jamie's Italian. Food, so I had heard ups and downs with Jamie's Italian. My waiter, server there was Hormaz. He was great. I went there twice. It was one of my favorite restaurants, so I went back there. Started off with garlic bread, and you can see the pictures and everything here. The garlic bread was probably the best thing I had on the ship. It was amazing. I had a small portion of penne carbonara, which was great. And then I had the lamb chops. They were okay. No issues. I just wanted to try something different that I normally wouldn't get. And then I had the lemon meringue cheesecake, which was amazing. That's the best thing I ate for a dessert on the whole ship. So there, now we have the main dining room covered for breakfast, Windjammer for breakfast, Jamie's Italian, and Wonderland. That night, or a few nights, I snuck down and had Sorrento's pizza. Pizza on a cruise ship, sometimes it's hit or miss. I've heard people rave about the pizza on Princess, I think, and The pizza on Sorrento's on Anthem, for me, it was fine. It's just like a quick little pizza snack. It's not like with the ship leaving out of New York, and I know New York people and Connecticut people are very, proud of their pizza. It was not, obviously that type of pizza. It's not like Neapolitan, awesome pizza like that. It's just standard cruise ship pizza. It's good. It's open until 3 in the morning. It's a great little snack. If you're walking around through the day, they always have tons of different types of pizza out. You can request a whole pie and they'll make a whole pie for you. If you make a whole pie, it does look better because it comes out and you get it right away. So that looks better. The other ones are sitting there, but they don't sit long because people are eating pizza all day. I had all different varieties of pizza throughout the week, from the ham and pineapple to pepperoni to plain to meat lovers. I had a bunch of different ones. They were all good. They were fine. No problem with that. So I did Cocoa Beach Club at Perfect Day at Coco Cay. I paid $150 for it, which I think is the sweet spot. I think any more than that I saw right now, it's around $200 for some sailings. I wouldn't pay $200 for it, but for $150 or whatever I paid, it was great. Cocoa Beach Club was great. The lunch, since we're talking about food, I had surf and turf. So they have a bunch of appetizers. All the appetizers look good, and I wasn't sure which one I was going to get, but they take that out of your choice. They just come over and give you like little bento boxes with all of the appetizers. So you can try all the appetizers. They were great. The surf and turf was amazing. So I had lobster in the shell and filet mignon, just amazing. And then I had a little, I forget what I had for dessert, but dessert was good too. The food on Coco Cay was awesome. I didn't try any of the free food on Coco Cay. We'll do that on the next sailing, which is in May. So I'll let you know. That night I went to Izumi. So we're going to knock out all of the specialty dining restaurants. As I mentioned, I did the ultimate dining package. I did talk to some people who had a 3-night package and they were having a hard time getting reservations. In my experience, that didn't happen. I did go to Izumi one night and just asked to sit down, or I went for lunch one day and asked, and they had no openings. But every time I asked for dinner reservations, I booked all my dinner as soon as I got on the ship. And then a couple I went back, because I only booked about 3 of them in the beginning, and then I went back to different places, and they had no problem squeezing me in. Again, I'm a person of one, but even a couple of 2, I'm sitting at a table for 2 people. There's no one-person tables. So I don't know why they had difficulties getting reservations, but I did not. So I went to Izumi. I had a crispy chicken appetizer. I had 2 rolls, crispy shrimp, and the spicy tuna, and I had mochi for dessert. My food there was awesome. It was one of the highlights. The food is great. Very similar to hibachi. Again, we'll do a comparison in another video. So I went back to Windjammer the next day. Wasn't as crowded. Everyone got off the ship in Nassau. I knew that was going to happen. Same thing. I just wanted to try it again. Everything was good for breakfast there. I did room service for lunch. This was the only low light of my trip. I had a hot dog, chicken soup, and cookies. The chicken soup was great. Cookies were fine. The hot dog was really, the bun was really stale. It just wasn't good. It was cold. But whatever. It's fine. It's room service. What are you going to do, right? So I don't complain about food all that much. It would have to be really bad for me to complain. I do like food. I am a foodie, but I'm not a food snob. So I don't complain. Whatever. I'm going to eat it. It's fine. I went to Windjammer for dinner. I really wanted to be able to kind of talk about all the different options. So I had chicken curry and prime rib. Both of them were very good. I ate in the very back, so it was very quiet. There was a few staff members from the show sitting back there. I didn't bother them or anything. I just sat there. But it was quiet towards the back, so it wasn't as crowded. And the food there was fine. I had, after that, since I didn't eat a ton for dinner, I went to Cafe Promenade to try a couple of the grab-and-go options there. I think I had a chicken wrap. It was good. It was fine. And then I went to La Patisserie for a dessert, which is an upcharge and not included in any of the packages. It was like $3 for a carrot cake, cupcake, or something like that. And it was very good. So food was good there. I was signed up to do the Taste of Royal, but I wasn't feeling good. So I will do that on the next ship, and we will talk about that as well. Then I went back to Jamie's Italian for dinner again. And it was really good again. So I don't have any complaints. Jamie's Italian was great. Chops was great. Izumi was great. We talked about Sorrento's. We talked about Windjammer. Like I said, I didn't eat at Brassenbach. We talked about Cafe 270. I had a snack at the Solarium Bistro, which is a little more healthy food. I just had like a little Jello thing and a smoothie, and those were good. Other than that, I think that's all the food. I'm trying to think of any other. I don't think there was any other specialty restaurants that I missed. Chops, Jamie's. Nope, that's it. Everybody, if you want below, put what your favorite food is on your cruise ships. If you've been on Anthem, what did you like? What did you not like? I also went back to Wonderland again the last night. The ship was really rocky, and I forgot to make a dinner reservation. We were coming back up the East Coast, and it was a snowstorm and wind. And I went back to Wonderland. I had another really fun. I had Ari again as my waiter, and he gave me some other interesting. I tried different drinks and different food options, which I'll show here. But everything again was there. The waiters and servers could not have been nicer. Everybody was great. The food was awesome everywhere. No complaints. All the free food was good. All the paid food was good. The ultimate dining package, I definitely got my money's worth out of that. I went on a 7-day trip. I did 6 nights of specialty dining, and they were all great. And then obviously the one night I did the Windjammer. But if anybody has any questions or wants more information, you can email me at jp@bitesizecruises.com with a Y, bite with a Y. And we will talk to you in the next video. I'll do a video comparing Royal and Norwegian. So we'll talk to you soon. Thanks everybody so much. Have a great day.